Kong in the trunk. King Kong, King Kong, King Kong.
I'm back. Road Rants on Marvel. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. Okay, so I thought we would take a look. We know the new Warriors is a complete dumpster fire, right? The video's got like 100,000 fucking dislikes and like 3,000 likes. All right, over 25,000 comments on this bitch. Okay, so Marvel's turned Snowflake, Safe Space, and don't forget the unheart healthy, can't run more than 40 foot Trailblazer. The spokesman for McDonald's, okay, is also now a superhero. All right, so I was looking around. I was like, hey, let's do something more on this new Warriors, and I come across the Mary Sue. That's right, the social justice rag internet website, right? The other side of the spectrum. And guess what? They're not fucking real happy about the new Warriors. They wrote an article about it, okay? Everybody hates this fucking thing. The SJWs hate the motherfucking thing. It's funny. This is hilarious. It's turning into like the Rise of Skywalker where everybody hates it. Oh, shit. Let's read this article. This is from Princess Weeks. I'm not sure what a Princess Weeks is, but okay, I'm sure she's a fantastic somebody. Creating new characters in comics is hard, especially when you're trying to add diversity to the medium. There is a segment of the population that will always have some sort of hateration about forced diversity. That would be us. However, that doesn't mean that there can't be constructive feedback when it comes to how new marginalized characters are designed when it comes to Snowflake and Safe Space. Can you believe we're actually saying those two names out loud and those are real characters in something? Which are the names of two heroes for the upcoming New Warriors comic series? There is a lot to unpack here. The characters were designed by Luciano Vicario and created by Daniel Kibblesmith. A writer for The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, Kibblesmith is behind Loki, Black Panther vs. Deadpool. I said yesterday, that actually sounds good. And the children's book, Santa's Husband. He is, by all accounts, an ally and someone who was really thoughtful of the LGBTQ elemental P community. However, this was a really poor choice. When first saw the tweet from a friend of mine which shared Snowflake is non-binary. What the fuck is non-binary? Road Rants, Road Squadron, let's take a non-binary break and find out. Let's take a moment to find out what the fuck non-binary means. For the fucking regular people impaired. Non-binary, a gender identity or expression that does not fit within a gender binary. The label may also be used by individuals wishing to identify as falling outside of the gender binary without being any more specific about the nature of their gender. An umbrella term, non-binary has a similar scope to gender queer, with most non-binary identifying individuals also considering themselves gender queer. However, the terms have different meanings and connotations. The term genderqueer predates non-binary by almost a decade. We're back. I truly thought this was going to be akin to a Frank Miller Take That Libs comic. Frank Miller is so good. There's a tweet. I personally love to see two white CIS men at Marvel create a black non-binary character named Snowflake in the year of our Lord 2020. Within the demographic of non-binary comic fans, which there's like 1%, it does not I don't know. Fuck. It can't be many. Comic shops are closing everywhere. It does not. What? Within the demographic of non-binary comic fans, it does not. I guess it needs to be hitting the mark because of the names and implications of the color choices given to them. And there's a tweet from Queerly Nerd. Snowflake is the new non-binary character from Marvel. What? Not to pile on and not to speak for the MB community. But gender norms like blue and pink are examples. Quote, even if you are wink flipping them, are exactly the thing non-binary folks want nothing to do with. This feels like it was created without any input or research. I guess Visario is a queer man, and as I said before, Kibble Smith has a history of being an ally. But that doesn't automatically mean you have a full range of language to create every kind of character. Let me also, on a side note, say an ally. That means you're actually enemies with some people, okay? So that's kind of odd that you look at things from that perspective. If people within the community are saying that this feels off and insulting in good faith, then I think that should be listened to. I'm not an NB, a non-binary person, but just by naming a black non-binary character Snowflake and partnering with them with a black male character named Safe Space sounds weird. I'm not going to disagree with that. It all sounds a little fucking weird to me, okay? There should have just been more people taking a look at this within that community. That community. Is there a town? You can't please everyone, and not every criticism is valid. But I have yet to see a lot of responses within the NB community that are in praise of these choices. Representation matters, does it? But it needs to be a lot more thought put into it. Even in the idea of reclaiming these terms is something that feels very 3 years ago. Plus, reclaiming has to come from within the community, not from the minds of two CIS white male editors. What is the deal with white males? Why does everybody fucking hate white males? For the record, if anybody from this rag sees this video, kiss my fucking ass for that comment. I mean, kiss my ass. Again, I say this with respect to the creators of this characters because I'm sure they were done with love and with intent to be inclusive. It does matter to have black MB characters in comics, to have fat indigenous women and other marginalized characters so they know that they have a space in this industry. Bullshit. Superheroes should be in great shape. They should be like Thor and Captain America and Batman and Superman, Wonder Woman. Good God, even Captain Marvel's in shape. What is wrong with superheroes are supposed to be just that, super and heroes. You look up to them. I inspire to be them. I don't look at fuck it. God damn, what's wrong with these people? Okay, so anyway, the reason we're doing this here today is because look, Marvel shit the bed with a wide range of people across the spectrum of every form of representation, to use one of her terms. Everybody on all sides of the aisle are completely baffled by what looks to be almost a parody piece of content. It looks laughably horrible. Forced diversity, by the way, is not actual real diversity. It's tokenization. Okay? So, you non-binary folks, I think you're being tokenized right now, and they're going to use you to make money. And for some reason, you motherfuckers don't get insulted by that. And people on the left keep pushing for that bullshit when, again, it's tokenization. That means you are getting preyed upon. If you're black, if you're gay, and they force you in there in order to make a buck, hoping to prey on members of your community that will identify with that, that is called making a dollar off your head. And guess what? Looks like Marvel's trying to do it. And you know what? A lot of people that identify and agree with these beliefs aren't fucking comic fans. Look, all due respect to the Mary Sue and Princess Weeks, but how about you market comics to comic fans? The majority of comic fans, not a little small subsection of motherfucking comic fans. Sorry. Do you want to sell comics, or do you want to make a statement and lose your ass, and at the same time you put all the mom and pop comic shops out of business? You pieces of shit. Tell me what you think, Rhodes Squadron. I know this video was like, what? Look, I needed a fucking thesaurus and a goddamn encyclopedia. We literally had to stall the video to read a definition so we would know how to fucking proceed. And even with that, I really don't fucking know, because in Texas, we don't give a fuck what your beliefs are. We don't. Keep them to yourself. We keep our shit to ourselves. Who gives a fuck? Really? It's nobody's goddamn business what kind of sexual preferences you got. I mean, kiss my ass. Hit subscribe. And join the Rhodes Squadron. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
King Kong in the trunk. King Kong, King Kong, King Kong,